When people think about ancient history, they usually imagine Egypt, Mesopotamia, or early China. But some theories suggest that human history may have begun much earlier, and in a place that no longer exists. According to these claims, there was once a large continent in the Pacific Ocean. It was not an island, but a massive land mass, larger than many modern countries. This lost land was called Mu. Supporters of this idea believe that Mu existed thousands of years before known civilizations, and that it was home to one of the earliest human societies. At some point in the distant past, this continent disappeared beneath the ocean. What remained were only stories, symbols, and scattered traces found across the world. The idea of Mu does not come from a single legend. It comes from a collection of ancient writings, symbols, and interpretations made in the modern era. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, researchers began to notice similarities between symbols found in very distant parts of the world. Stone tablets, carvings, and inscriptions from Asia, the Americas, and the Pacific appeared to share common patterns. Some scholars believed these similarities were not a coincidence. They suggested that these cultures might have inherited knowledge from a much older civilization, a civilization that existed before the ocean separated them. This is where the name Mu began to appear in historical discussions. Much of what is claimed about Mu comes from references to ancient stone tablets. These tablets are said to be extremely old, far older than the earliest known civilizations. According to the theory, the tablets describe a large continent with advanced knowledge of nature, astronomy, and belief. They speak of a society organized, stable, and spread across a vast land. Some of these tablets were reportedly found in places such as India, Central America, and Mexico. Supporters argue that the symbols on these stones match across continents, suggesting a shared origin. Critics, however, question their interpretation and whether the tablets truly describe a lost continent at all. If Mu truly existed, it would change how we understand early human history. The theory suggests that Mu was not primitive. It was organized, educated, and highly developed for its time. According to the claims, millions of people lived there. They followed shared laws, beliefs, and a common understanding of the world. After Mu disappeared, small groups of survivors may have traveled to other lands. Over time, these groups could have become the foundations of later civilizations. This would explain why similar myths, symbols, and beliefs appear in cultures that never met. According to the theory, Mu did not slowly decline or disappear over time. Its end was sudden. The land was said to have been unstable, affected by powerful forces beneath the earth. Earthquakes shook the continent. Volcanoes erupted. The ground fractured. Eventually, large parts of the land collapsed, and the ocean rushed in. In a relatively short period of time, a continent that had existed for thousands of years was swallowed by the sea. This event is often described as one of the earliest global disasters in human memory. One of the strongest arguments supporting the Mu theory comes from flood stories. Nearly every ancient civilization has a story about a great flood. These stories appear in Mesopotamia, India, Central America, and many Pacific cultures. In most of these accounts, the flood is sudden, destructive, and changes the world forever. Supporters of the Mu theory believe these stories are not independent myths. Instead, they may be distant memories of the same catastrophic event, the sinking of a great landmass. Over time, the original event faded, but the memory survived as legend. Modern science does not accept Mu as a proven continent. Geology shows that large continents do not simply sink into the ocean without leaving clear physical evidence. Ocean floor mapping has not revealed remains of a lost continent, matching the description of Mu. Because of this, most scientists consider Mu to be a myth or a misunderstood theory. However, science also acknowledges that human history is still incomplete. New discoveries continue to reshape what we know about the ancient world. Mu remains a mystery. There is no final proof that it existed, and no clear evidence that it did not. What keeps the idea alive is not science alone, but curiosity. Mu represents a question that humans have always asked. Was there something before us? As long as ancient symbols remain unexplained, as long as myths continue to overlap, stories like Mu will survive. Not as confirmed history, but as a reminder that the past may be deeper than we are ready to accept. Whether Mu was a real continent or simply a shared myth, it reminds us that human history still holds unanswered questions.